That's right, we hit 10k subscribers. Thank you for that, by the way. And I decided to do a very original idea that no one's ever done before. A Q&A. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have any other ideas, and the other ideas I were given were like grind a different weapon, which I would like to upload within the next, 5 months. But yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get to the questions. What made you get attached to the knife and made you main it? The reason why I started using the knife is because my very first visible video, in a portion of that video, I used the knife. And at the time, the knife was classified as one of the worst weapons in the game. And little to no one was actually using the knife at the time. So I made it my goal to shine light on the weapon, on how good it actually is. And heck, a few videos later now, free-for-all is filled with knife users. What is your opinion on ranked today? And how do you think it will change in season 1? I do think ranked is a really good game mode, although I would be lying if I said there was no flaws. This guy's gonna start like flying now, watch. Oh! But it's a season 0 for a reason. This is like a testing phase for ranked. So it comes to no surprise that there is flaws within this. And yeah, even though it is in the testing phase, I do think ranked overall is a good game mode. Being able to block weapons and maps, although sometimes I feel like you should have a bit more option. Please get me out, Docs! Nazni! Please! I've played Docs 5 times in a row! 5 times! I've lost count. I actually don't know how many times, but there's been so many times. Get me out of here, please. Although I do play ranked a very different way compared to other people. So it's kind of hard to get my opinions on things since I play the game, with the knife only. I don't know how at all they'll change ranked, but I'll share what changes I would like to happen. I would like there to be 5 options for maps instead of 3. For map selection, I really do feel like they need a thing where there is always a small map and always a big map. Because I swear a lot of the times I'll only ever get big maps. And if you're only using a short range weapon, that is not very much of a good idea. Say you lose interest in rivals, what would you make content on then? If I lose interest in rivals, I have no clue what other game I'd make a video on. I think it's no secret that Roblox is an incredibly dry game. And the reason why I've been making so many Rivals videos is because Rivals is the only game really good for content right now. If I did lose interest in Roblox Rivals, I'd most likely just do variety content at that point. Whatever Roblox game I'll find fun, I'll make a video on it. What advice would you give to other backstabbers? Please, and I mean please, I beg you, don't just blindly dash every single time you see an enemy. Or even worse, please just use the slide button if you're going to use the knife. It's an absolute requirement if you're going to use the knife. What or who introduced you to Roblox Rivals? I was streaming Roblox on Twitch one day, and I remember someone recommending me Roblox Rivals, and I played it for a bit, and I actually enjoyed it. And then that led to me playing the game since. When did you start to play Roblox Rivals? Like, what update? I remember the update I joined on was the freeze ray update, although I don't know if it was exactly when the freeze ray was added, but I remember at the time the game was only averaging like 5,000 8,000 players, maybe even less, although I didn't play the game that much until I started making content on the game. When did you get good at knife? I feel like it shows within the progression videos, like from golden knife, diamond knife, and Midas touch. At the time of golden knife, I only really knew the slide stab, and whenever I tried something else, I'd always fail it. They're not seeing this one coming. Oh, yeah, because I was miles off. Whereas the diamond knife, I learned the knife a whole lot better. Not only just with raw skill with the knife, but also with text in the game. And sometimes being able to hit trick shots. And nowadays, I don't really get phased by multiple stabs in a row anymore, or by hitting a trick shot. Kinda just happens a lot now. Will you ever switch to making Forsaken content? Probably not. I don't mind making videos on the game sometimes, but I think the game is too stale to fully switch to the game. Don't get me wrong, a very fun game. Just not many ideas can brew from it. And also, I think I've heard that a game's going on hiatus at the moment. So if there's any time to switch content to that game, now would not be the time. But making a video on it every now and then, sure. Why do you love yourself? What does this even mean? Do you wear glasses in real life? Now, my avatar does have glasses on, but I don't wear glasses in real life. Diamond smoke! Now! Hey guys, today we're gonna do a diamond smoke bomb video. Let's go! So I'll just throw one over here, and I'll just, throw one there, I'll throw one there, and I guess now we just wait. Alright, and then we get to do it again, and now we can just throw one here. Oh, maybe another one there. Anyone else? Oh yeah, throw one here, and now we just wait. I'm having a time of my life here. If I did a golden or diamond grind on anything, it would most likely not be utilities because they're very, very boring to do. It usually just consists of throwing it down and waiting. Throwing it down and waiting. Throwing it down and waiting. Throwing it down and wait. You get the point. It's just not fun to do. So, no, I'm not getting diamond smoke. Sorry. Are you blue in real life? Very much so. Are you a furry in real life? No, and I don't really ever plan to be. I'm sticking to the Roblox avatars and Roblox avatars only. Are you ever gonna make a knife guide or a tips video? I did try one time, but there's just new stuff popping up about the knife all the time. The guides themselves kind of come within the videos itself. And to be honest, if I ever made a knife guide video, it probably won't turn out very good because I'm not good at teaching. Are you real? I mean, I would like to think that I am real. How did you come up with your username? Well, Dark True came from my older username, Altruistic, which the name Altruistic comes from the word altruistic. And I went under that name for like quite a while until I decided that family-friendly content just doesn't really fit me. And I also wanted to start fresh off of a new channel, so I combined my username with the word After Dark with my old username, and then I got Dark True. Although I'm not very good at showing that my channel is not PG because I don't really swear very often. Do you like the Hunt event? I didn't play it too much, but some games were pretty cool while some others were kind of mediocre. But overall, I do think the event is pretty cool. I did play a bit of the event on stream and I might play some more. So if you want to check that out, you should check out my Twitch channel. And do you think that Rivals is pay to win? I mean, yeah, it is objectively true that Rivals is a pay to win game. There is game passes within the game that gives you an advantage over others. And that's by unlocking weapons way quicker with money. And yes, I know you can get these weapons for free, but these bundles still do give you a head start. To be fair though, the weapons that are in the bundles are actually kind of balanced, so they aren't a direct advantage. They're still counters towards them. Dual backstab in 5 seconds. I mean, this is a Q&A, not a challenge video, but sure, I'll take it. The moment I select my weapons is the moment I start. And go. GG easies, I guess. Why are you a furry and how did you come up with your character? I wouldn't really classify myself as a furry despite the looks, because the only thing furry about me is my avatar. But I guess to answer your question, I just kind of like the look of it. I've always been a fan of like cartoon or like animal-like characters. And how did you come up with your character? To be honest now, I've had this style for like nearly a decade. I remember when I just logged on to Roblox, I made my skin tone blue for some reason. And then when I unlocked the free yellow helmet, I really liked it and combined it with my avatar. And I remember wearing the helmet because I thought it was really cool that you could hide the eyebrows with the helmet. And to be honest, it kind of just like evolved from there until we finally got to here. After a decade, I finally made a decent looking avatar. If you could choose any weapon in Rivals that you could unlock for free, what would you choose and why? Now, I know a lot of people will probably say something like flamethrower or paintball gun or maybe even slingshot. No, you're making the wrong choice. If you can unlock any weapon for free, you may as well get the most use out of it. And that's either by getting the exo gun or the med kit. Now you may ask me, why should I get these specifically? Say if you got the med kit for free, you wouldn't need to get the med kit bundle anymore. There's no other items in there. Whereas if you got the paintball gun for free, you would still need to get the bundle for the other items in there. So if you paid for the bundle, you still paid for the paintball gun anyways. So yeah, those are my options, exo gun or med kit. How did you end up being a YouTuber based on the knife in Roblox Rivals? I think it was mainly because the fact that like no one really else did it. There was some knife mains back then, but no one who really actually did content. So when people saw me using the knife, it was practically like their first time seeing the knife being put to good use. I think the only creators who did it back then were like on TikTok. But as far as I'm aware, I'm sure no one else did it on YouTube yet. So I think it was like people's first time seeing the knife being put to good use. Who's your inspirations in the Roblox content scene? I've been wanting to do Roblox content for like years now, and I've tried. And it stems back from like all the way to 2017 and 2016. I was watching like a lot of Big B and like Dan TM back then. So I guess those were like my main inspirations for like Roblox content. Since they were the YouTubers that actually got me into the game in the first place, I must ask 2 questions. When will you play Osu? Never. Stop asking me! And what's your opinion on dragons? To be honest, if I didn't have a fox avatar right now, I probably would have had a dragon avatar. Dragons are my favorite despite them not being real. And I got How to Train Your Dragon to thank for that. What software do you use to make your PNG tuber? Well, there's two apps I use. I use Fire Alpaca to actually like draw the PNG tuber. And then I use VideoTube for the actual PNG tuber. Do you like my fan art? It's a karambit with your colors. Hey, that's pretty cool. I always like it when I get fan art. Devs, add this to the game right now. If you ever wanted to send me fan art, you can send it to me on my Discord server. I actually want to showcase fan art in videos. What is your favorite type of fox? I don't know the name of this one, but it's just kind of like the usual fox you think of. And also the fennec foxes. I think those are my favorite. I think that's all the questions for today. Well, no, actually, we got one more question. Really? What's the question?